It was hard as a teenager not having my mom. It's hard as an adult. It's hard as a mom. And I don't think that ever gets a lot easier. It's always a little bit of a sting that's just right there.
A cold case getting renewed attention in Northern California. It's been 32 years since the tragic death of elementary school teacher and mother of three, Cherilyn Hawkley. Hawkley was found dead in her minivan on Halloween of 1993. Her car located just a mile from Eureka Elementary School in Granite Bay, California, where she taught. Now, that car remains the only known crime scene in the case. Now, the Placer County Sheriff's cold case team is taking another look, and we want to talk about it. Joining me now to discuss is Elise Soviar, the communication manager with Placer County Sheriff's Office in Northern California. Welcome to you. Thank you very much for being on the show today. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so we want to talk about this resurgence in the interest in the cold case. The Placer County Sheriff's Office recently released that YouTube video that we saw part of, Placer Unsolved, Granite Bay Teacher's Cold Case, where Hawkley's daughters dove into who their mom was. We want to take a little more of a listen to that. Let's listen.
She was such an incredible teacher to us, but she was also such an incredible teacher to all of the kids that she taught through the years. And Mom just had such an impact for good on the lives of those she knew.
So I grew up in Sacramento, which is near this. I remember this story, and this video has certainly sparked awareness, Elise. But how about those new tips coming in? What are you getting?
Yeah, so since we released this video, we initially released it in September, we have gotten a handful of tips and just people reaching out because it was a case that definitely shook the community and was just shocking. So any little bit of information, we continue to ask people to call in and share that with us.
And how does the Placer County Sheriff decide what cold cases to put out? I know that you guys have a lot of them. How did you go back to this one?
So we've actually put together a cold case team that was developed in 2023 because of advancements in DNA technology. So that team has been combing through all of our different cold cases, looking what types of evidence exist and if there's anything that could use re-examining, largely because of the advancements that we have in technology now.
That's wonderful. You know, I wanted to ask you about what new DNA-related techniques are being used to re-examine evidence in this case, because as you just mentioned, so much has changed over the last 3 decades. Has anything new come to the surface that you can share with us in terms of the evidence? Because we're talking about the crime scene being the minivan, but that's all we know about.
Yeah, so there was a rope found near her body, which has been tested in the past, but it's been many years since that's been tested, and there are a couple of other items within the minivan that are being tested, some of which never were, just because at the time in 1993, this DNA technology didn't exist to be able to completely recreate a DNA profile to potentially link anybody associated with this situation.
You know, that is such an important note about the rope. I've been covering the Gilgo case, the Long Island serial killer case, and I visited one of the crime labs, and they were talking about a machine called an MVAC that could extract DNA from things like a rope. So we certainly hope that there will be some investigative leads on that. You know, this cold case team, I think is so fascinating, includes the prosecutor in the Golden State Killer case, Anne Marie Schubert. Here's what she had to say. We'll listen together.
The newest technology that we're seeing now, particularly in the world of DNA, that gives me tremendous hope that the case can get moved forward.
Yeah, I'm so pleased that she is on your team. Tell us a little bit more about the cold case and about Anne Marie Schubert being on it.
Yeah, so this cold case team is made up of very tenured detectives and investigators. Anne Marie Schubert, of course, is a fantastic addition. She played a key role in the prosecution of the Golden State Killer, which was another case that really haunted the entire state of California for many years and traumatized people during their childhoods. So to have her on our team, she has that critical eye. She's been at the forefront of this advancement in DNA technology. She understands what type of evidence can be re-examined and that can really lead to potential DNA hits.
Well, we certainly wish you all the best. I hope that you will come back on and bring us developments as they come to you. Communication Manager with the Placer County Sheriff's Office, Elise Soviar, thank you very much for being with us today.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.